quite eerie with the clouds, with the mist, and it's quite quiet. So good morning everyone. So we've just moved from our little park up and sleep place, which is about 15 minutes that way, and we've came back to what we drove past yesterday, just to here on the side of Loch Ness, because we thought, well, that's a spectacular view, we'll have to pop back and do a park up. So that's what we did. So we've just parked up now just to have our breakfast and get Max's breakfast, but I just wanted to just pop out just to show you this amazing expanse of water. Quite stunning, quite breathtaking actually when you're here looking at it. It's particularly pleasant here this morning because I'm the only one standing on this little beach on the side of Loch Ness. Nobody else here except me, and it's quite eerily quiet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our breakfast and we're going to get ourselves away. We might spend an hour here. When we woke up this morning it was quite rainy, quite a rainy morning, felt a bit wet. We've just moved a little bit along the loch, and the rain seems to have disappeared. It seems to have brightened up a little bit. It is still early in the morning. It's about, as I said, about 8 o'clock. So I think hopefully the rain will keep away, and we can enjoy our journey, and we can enjoy our day. So we've driven to the top of the loch, the north end of Loch Ness, and we've come back round and we're coming down the, I think it's the north side now of Loch Ness, and there's a completely different view from this side. Absolutely beautiful, just huge. Definitely a lot busier across this side of the loch. This is the route down to Fort William that we're now taking, and it's I think it's it's a much more major road than the one that's across the other side of the lake, which is very much a slow road. So okay, we'll get back in the van and we'll get ourselves away.
pulling me over.
So another beautiful spot we managed to find, just on our way to Skye. Just at the top there's these canoeists, and they're going to canoe down down this river. And I was thinking that's a little bit extreme, even from a canoeing perspective. But the gentleman at the top was telling us that there's a dam just up the way there. And what they do is they empty that dam, and it takes about an hour. And what happens is the water level lifts here once the dam's opened. So it's not as rocky and not as scary. So the water level just comes, you know, slightly above those rocks. So yeah, they haven't opened the dam yet. So the canoeists aren't gonna come down just yet, but hopefully they will shortly. It does look quite amazing there. I think I would love to canoe down there, but a little bit scary too. So we're just having a walk down to the beginning of where the dam opens up to see if we can see that happening. There's quite a few canoeists that are putting their helmets on now, so it seems as though it might be imminent. They might actually be getting in a few minutes, so we're going to see if we can see that. So I think these canoes are just waiting for the water level to rise now, and then when it's high enough for them, I'm sure they'll get themselves on their way down. Amazing. So I just asked this lady how she knows when it's a safe time to go down the river, and she explained something about these rocks here. Once the water gets above a certain rock, just within this gap, just within that gap there, then it's safe to go. So they're pretty much getting ready to go now, it seems like. So yeah. So on our journey from Inverness through to Skye, along this road going along, you can probably hear it in the background, and we've just stopped off for some lunch. This is Loch Ness. So yeah, we're just going to have some lunch. Beautiful place, quite magnificent. Probably not quite coming out as magnificent as it is actually on the camera. Quite huge. I was just saying to Elaine a little bit earlier, I think I prefer this area, or this part of the country, to the Lake District. It's very similar to the Lake District, it's just bigger, everything's just huge, so it just makes it doubly nice, I suppose. Absolutely beautiful. minutes, 15 minutes away from Skye now, 15 to 20 minutes. And we stopped off here just to pick up a few provisions and have a cup of coffee. And just in the distance, not too far in the distance, you can see the Skye Bridge. And that'll be the bridge there that takes us across to the Isle of Skye. So, absolutely beautiful day today. Since we left the side of Loch Ness this morning when it was raining, a little bit dreary, a little bit chilly, pleasant still, but we've got to this glorious sunshine. I think it's around about 30 degrees here at the moment, something along those lines. So yeah, quite warm compared to this morning, and we've only come a little journey across. I've got to tell you though, honestly, if anybody's thinking of coming to the Highlands of Scotland, absolutely mind-blowing. The views just driving through there, what we've just done today, absolutely stunning. I was lost for words. At one point, Elaine was lost for words. It was absolutely beautiful. And I'm thinking probably what we might do is actually go back that way when we finished on Skye, because it was just worth experiencing again, to be honest with you.
And the sun's just come out to like perfect afternoon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. There it is. So earlier I was talking about the weather, that when we were at Loch Ness the weather was particularly rainy, particularly chilly. So then we've moved across to the west side and it's got really, really warm. Now we've come across to Skye and you can probably see that it's a little bit windy. I wouldn't say, yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't say it's cold, but it is. It's actually surprisingly chilly compared to what we've just experienced before we came onto the island. Put your foot down.
Sheeps, out the way.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry that the filming is bouncy. My eyes don't know where to look first.
I think you can just miss it. Perfect, amazing view just back there, but we couldn't get across to it to stop.
Yeah,
it's just like
one thing after, and
too many.
You just have to stop filming just so that you can actually appreciate it in all its intensity.
It's intense. He's a pain, isn't he? It's only when you try to do a shot as well.
We're back on the single track roads, heading to Staffen, and that in the centre, in the distance, is Storr. We just keep stopping because everywhere's beautiful. You never know what to look at next, so it's taken a long time to get anywhere. But I guess that's the benefit of having a house on wheels. You just take your time. Got pasta on and pesto from home, tea.
Just wondering what you were doing.
I was trying to see if the clouds had cleared.
All right.
But I couldn't see.
Nah, not from here.